Hey Az Nation, thank you for checking out this video guys, and today it is all about GFuel versus Reize Energy. Now if you've never heard of these two companies before, GFuel is a big hitter when it comes to esports, competitive gaming, and a lot of YouTubers. They've been around for quite a while and are very well known. But you may have never heard of Reize Energy, and that's because they're an Australian based company that is up and coming in the powder formed energy drinks. But I do want to also stress though, I am not being paid for this video. I am simply making this video because I am super curious to actually compare the American GFuel to the Australian Reize Energy. So the one thing I will not compare these guys on is going to be the cost. And the only reason I'm going to not compare cost is simply because everyone lives everywhere. And with the currency changes and freight involvements, I feel like it's going to be too complicated to really be able to compare GFuel's costs. GFuel has a lot of discount codes involved, whereas Reize do not. I'm not going to be going into cost prices just because through currency changes and freight costs, I am not going to be getting involved with it. So the first thing I want to start off with, before we even taste it or even get into it, is these are energy drinks. How much energy are they actually giving us? So the first thing that I'm also noticing is that because GFuel is American and Reize is Australian, the way they have their breakdowns of what's in their product is very different. But the first thing I've spotted is that GFuel has 150 grams of caffeine per serving compared to Reize Energy's 50 grams. So that means GFuel has 3 times as much caffeine in it as Reize Energy does. Carbohydrates, GFuel has 5 grams, Reize has 0.3 carbohydrates. So there's a lot more caffeine and a lot more carbs in GFuel. But unfortunately, because this is American and this is Australian, Australians, we actually get an energy rating on our, foods and liquids and whatnot. Americans, you mustn't have that. So unfortunately, as an actual energy breakdown in them, they do not have what their actual energy rating is. I have noticed that both of them also do have, I believe I'm pronouncing this correctly, taurine, which is also a major ingredient in Red Bull. Both of them have a fair amount of it in there as well. So a couple of other things to note as well. GFuel has different flavors: lemon lime, green apple, phase berry. Reize only has the one flavor. They do not have any variations. It's the one flavor. And technically, it's not actually a flavor, it's just Reize Energy. At least both of them have really, really good warning signs as well. Obviously, if you're under 18, not to try it, So that's good to see that they both have safety warnings with the whole under 18 when it comes to energy drinks. But enough mucking around with looking at the numbers, because one of the biggest things that is always going to affect us is the taste. So we're going to be going off what they actually recommend on the box, and we're going to actually put them in here, and we're going to see what they taste like. Now, I am going to be doing this with ice because I know both of these products taste a lot better with ice. Okay, so we're going to start off with Reize Energy. Now, when you buy Reize, you get a box and you get satchels in them. That's how Reize get delivered. Obviously, with GFuel, you can either get tubs or satchels. So Reize Energy says 1 satchel for 250 ml of water. Okay, so we're going to get 250 ml of water. And we're going to get 3 ice cubes. Okay, so GFuel says add 1 scoop to 12 to 16 ounces of cold water. Me being Australian, I have no idea what quantity an ounce is, so let's figure out imperial to metric. We're gonna go from the maximum, the 16 ounces, because I'm curious to know if you actually get more from a Reize satchel or you get more from a GFuel. So 1 serving of GFuel will get you 473 ml. So 1 serving of GFuel will get you almost half a litre. So it is almost double what Reize Energy produces. So a lot of people get confused with GFuel of where is 1 scoop. 1 scoop is down here. This top piece is only designed for when you're trying to get GFuel into like a small bottle. So we're gonna get 1 scoop at the top line, which is right there. And that gives us almost half a litre. All right, GFuel in. So now we need to add 470 ml of water. I actually need to get more water. And of course, 3 ice cubes. So already, if you look at these 2 shakers and how fat they are, but there's more GFuel. So 1 scoop of GFuel will actually get you a higher quantity than what Reize Energy will give you. And I guess the advantage of having it in a tub will be that GFuel, you can have it stronger, you can have it weaker. With Reize, because they come in satchels, could be a little bit iffy. Alright, let's see how well they mix in. My Reize Energy became under, that had a lot of pressure in it, so that built up a lot of pressure. Let's see if the GFuel builds up a lot of pressure as well. No, not really. There's not a lot of pressure build up in the GFuel. There is a fair amount of build up in the Reize Energy. Again, yeah, there's a lot of pressure build up. There's a lot of pressure build up. Okay, so now here comes the taste test. And the thing about this is though, is that if you don't like this taste, you've got a full variation of ranges from GFuel, but unfortunately you don't from Reize Energy. All right, here we go. Let's have a taste. So we're gonna start with the Reize Energy, the underdog. Yeah, it's not bad. Definitely not bad. It's hard to describe what this tastes like. It would taste like, really hard to put my finger on what to even describe to you what that tastes like. I guess that's a little bit of an advantage with Reize though, because you can get free samples of Reize if you live in Australia. If you fill out a survey on their website, they'll send you out a free sample. So you can get a free taste if you want, and if you like it, you can buy more. If not, then you don't have to. But it's really, really hard to give you an idea of what this tastes like. Like with this, you're assuming it's gonna taste like green apple. You're gonna assume it's gonna taste like lemonade. It's really hard to give you an idea of what this tastes like. It tastes good though. I'm gonna give the taste of that 6 out of 10. You know, it's not like it's a Coca-Cola. It's not like it's a Powerade. It's nice, but it's not something that has that smash of flavor in it. Okay, so now trying with the GFuel. And as expected, it's very appley. Now, this is where it gets a bit tricky, because I like the taste of apple. A lot of you guys may not like the taste of apple, but that's the thing. GFuel comes in all different flavors, so you can simply just get what you choose. Now, I'm quickly gonna do something that I probably shouldn't do, but I need to get an unbiased opinion. So I'm gonna get my son to have a quick, teeny taste of both of them and see which one he likes. All right, now, you've never tasted any of those before. Now, I want you to have an absolute minuscule little bit, all right?
I'll taste.
Have a taste and tell me what you think.
Okay. Tastes great.
Okay, would you want to taste the other one?
Yeah, see how the apple was.
Just a little bit. I don't want you having too much of this.
This tastes great too.
Which one is better?
GFuel.
GFuel? Okay, so on an unbiased opinion, my son has picked GFuel. Obviously, with him only being 4 years old, that's probably just me having some bad parenting, sorry. So the other thing as well that would be a big factor is how quickly you can get it. Now, Reize ships faster than GFuel. The other thing though is that if you live in America, you're gonna get the GFuel quicker. But it's a thing of that, if you live in like the United Kingdom or something, you will get Reize before you get your GFuel. Now, Reize has no discount codes. There's no code NADE, code FAZE, code SCUMPY. None of that is involved. Whereas GFuel does have those handful of discount codes. But to give you my opinion of which one I would go for if I could choose to buy one out of the two of them, I would probably have to lean a teeny bit towards GFuel just because you've got the different flavors. Now, energy-wise, I've had both of these before and they give you the same amount of hit. Obviously, you do get more in one mixture than you do than Reize. But the thing is that just with having the different flavors, it's probably more appealing to more people. But I do highly suggest to a lot of you guys to try Reize Energy. Reize Energy in the numbers wise does give you a teeny bit more energy statistically, even though you are getting a smaller serving. So you've also got to question that, like, you're getting more energy from a smaller serving than what you will be from GFuel. But I would highly recommend that if you do live in Australia, go to Reize's website, there is a survey you can take and you can get a free sample from Reize and you can see if you like it yourself. Obviously, a link to both Reize and GFuel will be down in the description below. So let me know what you guys think. If you've tried Reize and you've tried GFuel, which one do you prefer? In the comments below, let me know which one you guys like and what's your favorite flavor of GFuel. But that's my opinion, guys. If I was to go for either one of them, I would probably lean a little bit more towards the GFuel, but I highly recommend a lot of you guys to make sure you go check out Reize and give them a taste and see what you guys think and if they can continue to compete with GFuel. Thank you very much for watching, Az Nation. I do truly appreciate all of you guys for taking time out of your day to watch this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new and like if you haven't already, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.
One day I'm against it all. Guess if you don't see your dreams and you let them fall, how can you say you've seen it all? So the second I get it, yeah, I'ma never let it leave. And every minute I'm living, I'm thinking, gotta let me breathe. Pressure is building, but I gotta adjust. Too clutch, flow dizzy, hit spin me too much. No time to waste, I'm on my own pace. You sound like you got a mic for your birthday. Your best day's my worst day, ballin' with my own brace.